What's up, guys? We're back. We're here in Galveston, Texas on another hunt. My wife calls it the Berlunt hunt, which is the name of the website, by the way. But yeah, we're in Galveston, Texas, and outside of Houston, or it's in Houston. And I'm going to check out a couple warehouses. I heard that this city has some good shops and antique warehouses. So let's go check it out together. I got a new microphone for you guys so you guys can hear me a little bit better this time. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. All right, so this is the first place we're going to go to that I found. It's called Antique Warehouse. Very plain, very simple. All right, guys, I'm gonna start upstairs actually. But before I go upstairs, you know how I like bottles, right? Look at this old 7-Up. I don't think I've actually ever seen one like this. It's like embossed on there. That's $42 and it's an amber. That's cool. All right, here's the way upstairs. Whoa, look at this sign. That's cool. $1,200. All right, guys, we made it upstairs. Here's the stairs. Look how big this place is. Massive. I think he said there's like 28 rooms. Let's go into this room. So I guess every room is a different dealer. These are cool. Whoa. That's a cool feature that dealer did. This table's cool. Space age joint. Oh, it's a terrarium. What? I've been looking for one of these. So it looks like it doesn't has the top globe on it, which is supposed to go over, and then you can put your terrarium stuff inside it. So it looks like this person turned it into a side table, which is super, super cool. Starbucks poster. I'm not a fan of Starbucks, but $150, which is I would say not a bad price for that if it's an original Starbucks display. Just keep walking. So every room is just stacks and stacks of different stuff. Look at this, the sink. There's a bunch of Texas license plates in here. And then 2 baseball gloves. $120. Went off to the next room. Ooh, chairs galore. Look at this chair. See some Chescas right there. Okay, look here, these are Herman Miller. $125, I'm guessing per chair. I like this gray color. It's nice. All right, we made it to the end of the hall, but you can see down there, still a lot to go. So the lady told us there's one big square. So she said, just go around the big square and then you'll hit every room. And that's what we're doing. There's another Wells Fargo note. Here's another kitchen room. There's another MCM tray. Look at these bar stools. Probably came out of a diner. $65 each. Some Campbell's cups. Yeah, guys, you guys should definitely come here. I just sold one of these clocks. Not a bad price for this one, because it's steel. $95. Who knows if it works? It's got the cord. I sold one of these, but it was wood around and had a blue seconds hand, which was so nice. I gotta show you guys this room. Look at this. It's so tiny. But it's literally just a room full of cabinets for your bathroom. Look at this. People buy these, you know. Look, this is a medicine cabinet, $65. There's another big one, $165. Some interior designers come in here and they put these in some homes and fix them up. All right, we have a room full of clothes here. For all you vintage fans, ladies, come grab your stuff. Here's some ties. Sometimes I go through the ties. I'll look to see if there's any good makers on here. Let me see. Nothing really. Some cool old Italian ones. You can always find some old Italian flies. I said flies. Flies. Ties. Oh my god, I thought this was a real cat. Holy crap. That is the most realistic fake cat that I've ever seen. Look at this thing. I'm like scared to touch it. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. There's another room full of boxes. There's all the Pepsi crates, the Coca-Cola crates. It's a 7-Up one. These aren't worth much. They're like maybe like 40 bucks. You know, like you would think that some of these would be worth a lot of money. Just because like they're painted really nicely and, you know, what's this one say? Double cola. And like they're old and stuff, but honestly they're pretty cheap for what they are. And I don't think they'll ever go up over $100 in price unless it's like pristine condition. There's a 7-Up one. Coca-Cola is another 7-Up. The 7-Up's cool, $50. This Coke is pretty well preserved here, $70, but it might be repainted. So you just gotta be careful when you look for stuff like that. All right, let's make our way down the next hall. What's this? It's a bedroom. Some old beds. $750 for that. Who's buying that? I guess you can kind of buff them out, make them look nice, and put them in like a Victorian mansion, something like that. It's an antique picture in a frame. It's probably his wife up there. That's cool. Now this is cool. I don't know if there's a glare, but American Boy Scout photo. I like the color. I like the oval. Ooh, check out the stallion lamp. Look at that. That's cool. Look at the carpet in here. It's a cool green. Viking glass. Wait, wait. Whoa. Look at this. That's cool. $240. All right. I think I found my type of room. Oh, here's a jeweler lamp. I actually need one of these. It's cast iron too. There's a globe. This is a cool lamp right here. $200. Not bad if you clean it up. There's a weight. This guy's prices aren't that bad. There's a postal scale. $125 for that. This is definitely very mid-century, maybe 1940s, 1930s. Travel writing desk. What's in here? Let's open this up. Ooh, what? Uh-oh. Okay, you guys caught that. I'll fix it later. This is cool. So it's a desk, and like, look, just little things in here. You travel with it, and you can just open it up, and you have a portable desk. Ugh. Okay, let's close that back. I'll close that back in a second. Let me fix this. Look what I found, guys. I'm actually looking for one of these, so if any of you guys have one for pristine condition, let me know. But this is such a cool phone. I think it was featured in a Bond movie. I could be mistaken, but very space agey. This one's $75. It's a little beaten up though, a little rough. Check it out how it closes and how it opens. It's so cool. Check out this room. This is cool. Look at this guy. Red hat and rough clown. So there's a bunch of circus stuff. Whoa.
Hi there.
Look at that.
You have entered the strangest room and a pretty unusual.
Yes, can you tell me about this room?
If you look up, there's a black line across the ceiling. That's because there used to be a wall there.
What?
And there's another door right over there.
Okay.
So it was 2 rooms, and we still kind of treat it that way.
Okay.
This side, excuse me, is mostly paper history. But
Okay.
it's paper of every conceivable kind.
Okay.
And it's in drawers and notebooks and put away. So I ask people, if you have an area of interest that you read about, care about, I could point. Or you're certainly free to open every drawer and dig like little squirrels looking for acorns.
Okay.
On that side, I also have vinyl, 33s, 45s.
Some vinyls over here, guys.
Collection of 78s.
No
and
way.
A small scouting collection as well.
Okay.
That side has nothing to do with this side.
Okay.
That side is 250 some odd circuses, Wild West shows, carnivals from all over the world.
What?
Going back to the 1700s.
No way.
And over here I have artifacts. Those are parts of old circus wagons.
Parts of old circus wagons.
And then up top there, that's the front of a wagon.
That's the front of a circus wagon right there. Wow.
On the costume rack there, I have on one side costumes that were actually worn in circuses.
No way.
And then there's a section
costumes
of
from circuses.
build your own clown outfits. Then I have toys and all kinds of postcards.
Okay.
So there are things over there, but there's paper over here.
Brothers. Nice.
And as I say, open every drawer.
Okay.
Pull out the notebooks, make yourself.
Oh, we will.
Or tell me what you're interested in.
Okay. Thank you so much. This is awesome, guys. So I hope you guys heard that, but yeah, a lot of just paper stuff from circuses. Some vinyls in here. Look at this, guys. What? It's a uniform from the Ringling Brothers Circus. Super, super cool. I'm gonna have to dig here for a little bit and see what we can find. Oh, some magic stuff. This is the RMS Queen Elizabeth. So it's a ship. These are menus from the... I have a couple of these. There's the newspaper file. Bunch of newspapers. Anything you can imagine, guys. Look at this. Galveston Tribune.
Oh, yes,
What
sir.
year is this? 1900.
I'm so sorry. I did
So
not
old.
have the courtesy to
Hey, like, my wife's dad loves this guy. Julio Iglesias. Enrique's dad. Let me show you guys these. These are cool. Dallas Convention. Look at this one. It's a postcard. Ticket to Vice President Bush tribute to Bill Young, 1982. VIP staff. Matchbook from Air Force 2. $10, 1982. That was Reagan. And then what is this? Visit of Vice President George Bush to Charleston. The press, $5. This is cool. Like, I would buy something like this. All right, guys. Let's see what we can find in here. Anything. Some old, like, movie posters. What's this? Blueprints. Oh, this is hilarious. Pencil sketch of samurai transformation into a businessman. That's cool. I don't know if this is real though. It looks like a reproduction. Yeah, I was right. Reproduction. $30. If you guys want to tell how something's a reproduction, you can kind of just look at it and you can see it's a little faded, right? It's like pixelated a little bit. It's nothing. The colors aren't sharp. You probably can't tell from the camera, but just be careful when you buy old stuff. Always kind of do your research. Let's look at the circus stuff. Let me see if I can find anything good here. Look how creepy this is. Oh my gosh, guys. What the heck? Circus Vargas. I don't know who's the scariest one on here. Pretty scary. This guy's crazy. Look at this guy. Stuff. Circus Vargas was wild, bro. Look at this. This looks like Ben Stiller in Dodgeball. It's funny. Look at this inflatable clown. Clown in a bag. Who wants it? Come get it. Antique Warehouse, Galveston. There's a lot of them actually here. There's a ray gun. Look at these coins from the circus. That's cool. Look at these. So I found all the ticket stubs for circuses. Look at this one. Those are cool. How much are these? $50, $12, $7. The coolest looking one is $7. All right, guys, now I'm downstairs. There's a little bit more air down here. Look at this bad boy. The cookie cop.
Stop! Move away from the cookie jar.
This is awesome. Let's do it again. Ready?
Stop! Move away from the cookie jar.
All right, camera guys, I'm back. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if you spot anything you like. There's a lot in here. Look at this, look at this. Look at this, wow, look at this camera. You know that's old. When you see the accordion come out. There's a Kodak, another Kodak, so many Kodaks. Look at this Corona. This is $825. It's a gun latch, folding field camera. Nice this light is. It's like a brasserie light from the Buccaneer Hotel from 1929 to 1999 over the sink. That is a cool light for anyone remodeling their house. McDonald's part 2, guys. Should I go for it? I got the brown sign. Should I get this? This is the last part of the downstairs, so more glass cases. There's a cool exit sign. Milk glass. Love those. That one's expensive, $145. They generally are that expensive though, because they're so cool looking. There's some stamps and some security badges. Looks like this part is all architectural salvage. So you have, you know, all that stuff for the inside. So a lot of interior designers probably like coming here. Look at all these old fans. You got a whole row of them right here too. Yeah, scan that row right there. That's cool. I have about 3 old fans. I generally buy and then you generally will sell them to fan collectors. You know, I'm not the biggest fan collector, but it's cool to have 1 or 2 in the collection. Look at this sink, guys. It's a big sink. This is probably in the presidential suite at the Ritz. Look how massive it is. Old columns. So pretty. Look at this old Coca-Cola advertisement. Someone hand painted it. It's huge. Oh my gosh, it's huge. This would be cool like in a bar or a restaurant that wants to have a theme like that. Come over here and just pick this up. You know? Here's a scale, guys. This is the type, this is what, you know, we can't throw this type of stuff out. Like, this is history. Look at this scale. It's only $150 too. Help make the highways safe. So what, was this an arrest area maybe? Who knows? But this is why we can't let this stuff go to waste. Glass exit sign. $45. Not a bad price. Looks kind of old too. This barbershop light is peeling off. You need someone to really restore that. Look, he doesn't even know what the price would be. I wouldn't either. All right, guys, we gotta go. So, cool spot. I highly recommend it. Not as big as I thought it would be. It is pretty big, but it's called, again, the Antique Warehouse in Galveston, next to the Gulf of Mexico. And then this is all I got today. I'm a big political guy, so it's a Vice President George Bush press pass from 1982. I just like the color on it, the thickness. I think there's actually 3 in there. There might be 3 of these. Yes, there's 3 of them in there. Awesome. So I bargained them down to $3 from $5. Always ask for a lower price if you guys can. We're gonna go to another spot, but before that, we're gonna go take a little break and get some smoothies maybe, something like that. So see you later. Here comes the trolley. Downtown Galveston. Old Town feel. All right, guys. Place number 2 is called St. John Antiques. And this one is kind of like the other ones that I usually go to where there's like a lot of smalls. But it's right here on the corner. You can see the sign for it right there. Here's the sign. Right on the corner. All right, we're here, guys. Wow, this place is awesome. This place might be better than the last. Check it out, check it out. Yeah. Okay, boss. Best food.
Right? You're the sun, and then I open up the door to the club, and I can feel the AC coming out. I'm like, oh.
Well, for years, we got our football tickets through the engineering alumni. So you could go out before a game, and they always had a trailer, and they cooked hamburgers, and they had mostly civil engineers.
Yeah.
They had conversations of how
They have their own
donating everything, so their beer and their food and everything, and they have big parties.
Yeah, guys, this is the store right here. Oh, remember this bottle? We've seen it a few times now. Look at all this stuff, all these signs. Look at all these cigarette cases, makeup cases. So this store is pretty big. Not as big as the other one, but definitely very highly curated and selected. Here's some, you guys know I love my medical stuff. It's a beautiful bottle here. Drugstore stuff. I love this type of stuff. Look at this poison bottle. Literally says poison on it. How much is this? $38. Ooh, a little pricey. Which ones?
I feel like you don't see a lot of box stuff.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of box stuff. This is all medical stuff.
Good, thank you.
Good, how are you?
Looking around.
Okay, we will.
Thank you.
I guess that's the owner right there. She's cool. Look at all this. Fast teeth. That is cool. There's another little fast teeth clutch. Some more medical stuff. Medical stuff everywhere. Medical books. Look, anatomy for surgeons. My brother-in-law is a surgeon. You might like some of this stuff on his bookshelf one day. There's a big bread box here. How much is this? $2.25. Yeah, pricing's a little higher here, but you expect it with dealers like this. But I'm sure they'll take some bargaining chips. You guys remember Bocar coffee from the last video? There's another tin. There's Coke sign. Coke adds life to everything nice. This is my life. I'm the boss in this house, and I have my wife's permission to say so. Look at these old cigarettes and table lighters. That's where you can deposit your cigarette. Those are so cool, actually. I've never seen those before. Sweet Adeline. I kind of want to take a look at those. Look at these novelty cigarette holders. Microscopes. There's everything here. What's this? Golf ashtray. It's crazy how these are antiques now. Winter Fresh, Big Red, Juicy Fruit, Wrigley's, Double Mint. And then here's all estate jewelry. You got some beautiful rings in there. Wow, that one's pretty. And the old boxes too. My wife doesn't like estate jewelry, unfortunately. Look at that. Just stuff you don't see anymore. The old world was cool. There's some more tin cars. This is from Taiwan. Camera guys, we're back again. More cameras for you guys, whoever's interested. Look at that bad boy right there. That looks clean. And it's only $165. It is a Compure. I don't know anything about cameras, but I know there's some that I'm looking for specifically, and it's not any of these guys. 1911 license plate, over 100 years old right there. Look at these two guys. Hello. Sometimes when I look in these, it looks like they're just staring into your soul. Here's some more. So this place is kind of small. There's more clothing. Look at these pinup skirts. That's kind of cool. I've actually never seen these in like real life. Some old suitcases. I've had a few, sold a few. People like them. They're just heavy to like lug around, but they're good for decor, you know? Look at these old plates. These are cool. I've actually never seen these. These are wooden too. Like this is not metal, guys. These are wooden. I like this orange one. I actually like the brown. Which one do you guys like more? Orange or the brown? This one's 50 for the pair. So 25 each because there's one right here that's torn off. And then this one alone is 30. We got a barbershop sign right there. 585. Yeah, we want to see that.
Yep.
Yeah, that one right there.
It should run.
Yes.
That's a pretty dial. It's a Hellbros.
That is a nice one. Try it on?
Yeah, try it on. Let's see it.
You know how to set it and wind it?
Yeah.
There's no battery in there.
There's a Hellbros ladies watch. Nice black dial on it.
How are y'all today?
That's cool. $40 on this. Wow. Oh no, I made that fall. My sunglasses on for this. Yeah, look, all these old toys demand a lot of money. Like this car is $2,400. Like imagine finding that in a barn somewhere. These are all above $700. It's crazy. Amazing. Cool. All right, I think we've seen enough. Yo. I like this box, guys. It says Anglo corned beef. It's like the texture on it. And the paint looks nice. You can store some stuff inside of it. It's 48 bucks. That was a cool spot. Go check them out. It's a couple that have been doing this for 44 years. They primarily go to New York and Pennsylvania, Texas as well, and go find stuff. Price is a little high, but it's well respected for. They have a good eye. They have a lot of good stuff. There's one more spot we're gonna go to, and then that would be the end of this video. It's called the Big House in Galveston. Let's go check it out. But again, go to St. John Antiques. Really, really nice, cute little couple. They've been in the business for, what is that? 4 decades now, and they just keep doing it. They're gonna keep doing it until they're gone off this earth, and that's what we need in this world. We need people like that save this type of history, and it doesn't end up in the dump. That's what I'm doing. Spot number 3. It's called the Big House Antiques. And we're gonna go check it out. I think this one's a little bit higher end. I think French, English sorts of stuff. But it's right there. And yeah, let's go check it out. We're still in Galveston, old town, little Galveston. Such a pretty city. Can't believe we haven't been here. I've always asked about it. A lot of Texans. I'm from the East Coast, and I married a Texan who's behind the camera. And a lot of people that are even from the state say it's not that pretty or it has brown water. I don't know. It looks pretty nice to me. I like the old town feel. So yeah, let's go check. Super nice. Check it out. Yeah, as I was saying, a lot of French antiques here. Who's your guest? She's gonna greet you. Forgot to wear a watch today. This is like my library here. Carnival Cruise Line ship. That's funny. Look at all these comic books, though. The Invincible Iron Man. I don't know much about comics, but if you guys do, come to the Big House in Galveston. And then, yeah, so a lot of stuff in here. Like, look how big it is. It's not as big as the other two that we were at, but still decent sized. And the reason is you.
Yeah, we'll be home. I mean, if we catch each other, we can definitely. I actually clean the car out.
And the reason is you. Hey guys, let's go. Not much in there. That's okay, because anytime I walk into a store like that, I'll just browse and then walk out. You know, it's okay. There's some stores that will suit what you're looking for, and there's some that might be for a different demographic or just not your style. So that was spot 3. I'll see if there's another spot. If not, I appreciate you guys for joining me today. I love you guys. Please like, comment. Let me see some comments. Let me know what you guys are looking for, what you want me to look for. If I'm doing something right, doing something wrong, if you want me to give you more prices, whatever it is, let me know. I want to grow this channel. We have a huge, flea market coming up called Round Top. It's like the biggest one in the country. It's in Texas. That's in October. So I'm trying to get you guys a lot of videos before I go. And I'm going to maybe get some meta glasses so you guys can actually see me in action, because that's when I really focus at that place. But like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next video. If there's another 4th spot, you'll see me again after this clip. But signing off, Berlunt.com.